Stop. If you're guessing PT/PMA costs in Bali 2026, you're budgeting wrong, and here's the real breakdown from TheBaliLawyer. Here's the problem. Most agencies hide 40% of the real fees until you're locked in. Government filing for PT/PMA in Bali starts at IDR 10 million, paid directly to the Ministry of Law. Nominee Director and Local Legal Address at IDR 15 to 25 million per year, non-negotiable under Indonesian law. PT/PMA costs matter in 2026 because foreign ownership rules tightened. You need minimum paid-up capital of IDR 10 billion for most sectors now, not the old IDR 2.5 billion. A Singapore founder flew to Bali last month, signed with a cheap agency for IDR 50 million total, then got hit with IDR 120 million in surprise notary and bank account fees. This is exactly why we built TheBaliLawyer, to lock in the full number up front with zero hidden charges. Most people fail here. They pick the lowest quote without asking what's included. The IDR 50 million agency leaves out notary legalization, which costs IDR 8 to 12 million, plus tax registration at IDR 5 million, plus the nominee shareholder agreement at IDR 10 million. By month 2 you've paid double the original quote, and you still don't have a bank account opened. Step 1. Lock the total cost in writing. TheBaliLawyer quotes IDR 85 million all-in for standard PT/PMA setup in Bali, covering incorporation, notary deed, Ministry of Law filing, tax ID, nominee director for year 1, registered office, and KITA's visa sponsorship letter. No upsells. The IDR 85 million is the ceiling, not the starting bid. You transfer once and the full setup rolls. Step 2. Confirm your sector's minimum capital requirement. This is important. Most trade and retail sectors now require IDR 10 billion paid-up capital by 2026 law. If you're opening a cafe or export business, you deposit that IDR 10 billion into the PT/PMA bank account within 3 months of incorporation, or the ministry revokes your license. TheBaliLawyer verifies your sector code during free consultation so you don't file the wrong structure and lose IDR 85 million in wasted setup fees. Here's the problem. If you skip the sector capital check, the ministry will approve your PT/PMA, let you spend IDR 85 million on setup, then reject your operational license 90 days later because your capital deposit was IDR 9 billion instead of IDR 10 billion. You forfeit the entire incorporation cost and start over. We've seen 12 founders hit this in 2026 alone. Advanced move. When the notary asks you to sign the Articles of Association, look for the clause titled Modal Dasar dan Modal Disetor. It lists your authorized capital and your paid-up capital. The paid-up number must match your sector's minimum by 2026 rules. If the notary wrote IDR 2.5 billion because they're using an old template, stop the signing and ask them to revise it to IDR 10 billion before you initial each page. TheBaliLawyer's notary partnership uses the 2026 compliant template automatically, so this never happens, but if you're doing it yourself, that exact clause is your checkpoint. Modal Dasar dan Modal Disetor, your authorized capital and paid-up capital clause in the Articles of Association. Check that the Modal Disetor line shows the minimum for your sector, IDR 10 billion for most trade activities in 2026. Government filing starts at IDR 10 million. Full PT/PMA setup costs IDR 85 million with TheBaliLawyer, all in. Verify your sector needs IDR 10 billion paid-up capital by 2026 law. If this helped, smash like, hit subscribe, and visit TheBaliLawyer.com for your PT/PMA setup in Bali with zero hidden fees. Visit https://TheBaliLawyer.com.